I think for Dplus KIA here, they're trying to create space for their carries to stay away as much as possible from AG's carries. However, on the other side, they've got such great gap closers.
They really do, and a bit of submarining from the Shen as well makes an easy engage, so...
What Lucid was going to die on his back? I feel like we saw from Inspired, he bought double Crystal instead of Crystal and Longsword. And that's because he was actually planning to fight as Carrier.
Blade, hang on with that W up as well. The Eclipse burst, helps out the flash, the kill.
Lucid?
Hope finds first blood. Lucid's coming in to help out. He flashes with the wind, becomes lightning, doesn't find him with the audacious charge. The knockup from the 3 Talon Strike is close to finding its mark. Deadly Flash dodged away as well. KIA with the fancy feet walks it out after success.
Oh, but KIA with the clean 2 versus 2, and we said it, 3-6, Trundle is the target. Down for bot lane. There is no cleanse as Tarzan and Flandre, there's a round in the TP.
Okay, that TP a bit agreed to see who's going to jump on him, but you know he's going to die. Flandre even flashes out. Don't think he needed to, but AG.AL now on the board in 2 ways.
That was so smart from Tarzan.
Also, KIA can play towards Tarzan, vice versa. And I love that you pull the Shen into the equation as well. As Tarzan starts this off, that Shen ulti is up and available, so...
Yeah, with Lucid back in right here, to probably completely Stunner and a couple more items. Oh, sorry, he's... Oh!
DK overloading the top side of the map, but there's only an Ezreal in bot as KIA is roaming near top. And hovering the Shen side of the map. Really nice play here from DK. They're also going to get grubs off of it as well. So it does feel like, again, they know where their bread is buttered, and right now that is making sure that Flandre can't do anything.
So for now, they'll be extremely happy from the side of AL, and Tarzan is just looking to hover around ball.
Meanwhile, while the guy that got all the gold from DK is in a lot of trouble, here comes Tarzan waiting for the cease and desist. Volt Barrier wakes, gets hit, and there, cease and desist finally comes on in. True Barrage, a snipe down, and Hope just takes it with ease. Hits every shot, and AG.AL have number 3.
Q played that as well as he could, cancelling the Q, trying to get closer to the tower.
Hovering around this red respawn, and AL drops an even deeper ward. Meanwhile, see we're up in the top lane. He's going to find himself first turret blood here in this game. So gold minimized a little bit here, because again, it is about these solo laners. As Showmaker going to show up big, Miasma down, Petrifying Gaze going to slow down. Scatter the Weak though saves his life. Unfortunately, Showmaker was not looking the right way.
I wanted to see the progress on the Dragon, because I'm like, if they haven't started it yet, Seoul was just backing from topside, so they could potentially look for a fight without the Cassiopeia ult available on Shang.
I'm happy that Lucid went outside of that.
Yeah, the only issue is that it's just a bit more expensive, so it takes a lot longer to build. As
he was found KIA. This is a deep back. He decided back here after dropping all his wards. Tarzan in the vicinity. She was going to chase it up. Shield of Daybreak turns into Solar Flare. The Shen ulti as well onto 2. It's going to be a numbers advantage. Career going to come in way too late. She was first to drop. And next up onto the Xin Zhao, who flashes away. Lucid running for his life on Career. Has to pick up the pieces. KO flashes too, but Scatter the Weak coming in. Into a choke would be nice. As Finder drops down, Showmaker might have changed the play. KO the next target while Tarzan tries to deal with the Cinder from the mid lane. Vault Breaker in, but out instead. AG.AL disengaging the fight while DK and RVP still want to chase on up. They need Smash. He might be low, but his is out with the Titanic Hydra. Isn't enough. Almost trading his life. Lucid dies to the last shot in the end. It's messy. It is Lila as Tarzan has to run for his life while the rest of his team scatters.
Chasing Showmaker over on the bottom of the map, and look at Leona and Ezreal. They're doing a great job. Leona gets re-engaged, and then Hope is into Trundle so for the extra damage, and when it dies, that's where DK came around.
Showmaker, that flush from the previous fight, now going to be punished now. Turns into 1v1 with Lucid versus Shanks. Trying to get away with his Twin Fang up and available. Wind becomes lightning, not going to be tagged by the audacious charge this time around. The only question is that Herald going to be reset as Tarzan gets over the wall. Hope is joining in. That's the big carry from AG.AL. They claim River for themselves. Reminder again, it does just feel like AG.AL using some of that pressure that's come through from Hope to push them away. 2-item Ezreal. That would have helped as Herald goes down.
What was that blue buff where Tarzan is, and that could be a pretty big ward. They get a lot of information on what's happening behind the scenes for AG.AL. And AG.AL, they're going to have to walk in blind if they want to fight this.
They're going to walk into the poke, but Jiwoo misses some of it. Dragon going down fast. Vault Breaker in. Tarzan can't get the steal. Instead, summons the Herald. Dragon goes down to DK. Engaged from KIA. The poke from Hope. Arcane Shift. Showmaker almost dead. A mystic shot to take his life that he'll narrowly dodge away from. But Dragon down to DK. They stop the boat rolling.
So if we wait for this, we can actually win fights much easier. So far, they've used Hope
Wait.
as the angry guard, as Tarzan.
Cease and desist under turret. Here comes Shanks as well to add to the damage. Miasma down. Showmaker flushes out. Scout of the week won't work though. Here's the trade-off from Lucid. Pops out the ulti as well. Tarzan wouldn't be in trouble. He's under the turret, but he pops back in. The poke on Shiwu is not enough. Lucid will flush on out of there. Get on out of there. But now Shiwu's isolated. Flandre flies in. It's a big mistake here from DK, but the deadly flash from Smash with the last order to come through. Is it enough? Hope over the wall adds in his contribution while AG.AL are fighting the front side with fire. Flandre and KO getting the CC down, and Smash flushes out as well. Hope has got them CC'd off so the career can't add anything in. The turret is yet going to be standing until now. Career puts the pillar up and Flandre gets tagged on in, but AG.AL smack DK into the dirt. The game's not done yet. Dragon up in a minute 30. Baron now the contentious part. Lucius looking to face check, but Tarzan has found Siwu. There's a solar flare from afar. Siwu in trouble. Taunted with the stand united. Flandre has been on point so far. AG.AL now have a numbers advantage in front of Baron.
DK are still going to try to take their chance here. They do not want to give that. Siwu on the other side.
He needs to come in now, though, I feel, as well. Scout of the week is a two-man Showmaker with the deadly flash. Solar flare. He's going to protobelt away from it. Tarzan jumps on in onto Lucid. He pops the ulti as well. This could be a great fight for Petrifying Gate. Locks on down. KAL turns into engage. Down goes Shiwu. Scout of the week to stop the fight, but Ceases is still available. Showmaker in trouble. Tarzan jumps in to end his life, but the Xander's Blade follow up with Shanks getting the twin fang. Hope still alive. If only a breath, if only a slimmer, he will stay standing. Flandre, an unbeatable front line here. It started beautiful for DK, but AL picked the angle.
Their team fighting was beautiful. KL and Flandre guarding like proper dogs in front of the gate.
Who is going to stop AG.AL now that they're running Soul Point? Baron still in contention, but we saw how DK wanted to play out the fight. Smash does have a third item now, so maybe that range is more influential. Mid turret is going to fall as we come back from the replay.
Very nice. They saw the numbers advantage. They pressured them through the jungle. They see that only Hope is in the mid lane. So suddenly they started with Siwu on that Jace. 1.5k gold lead. Now he's down 400 gold to Ascent, who's 6-1-4.
I do want to add the caveat that I feel like Smash, if we get on a 5v5 in the past, he's been the reliable. I mean, as a carry, the 5v5 carry, maybe not the best split, people could argue, but I think Smash is an 80 carry that people have watched through challenges on T1. Stand United is up and available for Flandre, and he's now taking a 1v1. Let's see what can Siwu do in the 1v1. I don't know. Dusk and Dawn is hard. Taunt also comes out. Takes a bit of damage. Flandre thinking about going back in a TP flake. They're going to go for him instead of this Baron. Shanks coming in to make a 2v1. The flush from Flandre. They didn't need Shanks. He just solo killed Siwu for a 0-7 Jace.
It's not that they didn't need Shanks. It's that Flandre said, get off. That's my solo kill. You've had yours.
The Vi wants an angle. Lucid trying to clear the ward, but he cannot stay to chat. Shot barrage not bad as well. This is shot not going to connect. When it comes lightning, Scout of the week, Shanks is slithering past it. No fear whatsoever here. With the Seeker's arm guard, Curtain Call is there. He's going to get tagged on out. When does he go? Golden is the biggest question. Scout of the week, it's going to be now, but face checking. KAL getting low as well. Solver on the spot. Petrifying goes down as well. Lucid jumps back in. Psychotic man to get the 1v1 now. Smash is kiting it out as Tarzan is deep. Seeking Scout of the week as well. DK losing their mid lane fast. And the problem we thought was going to be the snake, but it's this Shen as Tarzan re-engages. The pillar helps Flandre. Howdly doodly, that's a triple kill for the AG.AL top lane.
Flandre saves the day, but Hope and KL are just them. The way that we're dancing around Siwu and Showmaker overextending to catch the Ezreal.
The Baron's setting up at 10k now. TP going to be coming on in. KL also with an angle himself. Lucid the one on a ward, poked out by Hope. Flandre's now come on in with his TP. With that TP, a massive, mighty shield stands. Where's the damage going to come through? Not from Smash for the time being, that's for sure. Baron is just going to drop. DK can't find an angle in, and now AG.AL look for the fight, but DK have to run for their lives. Baron down. It was an interesting laning phase, but it does feel like, again, that Hope lead overflowed to the rest of the map. Tarzan finding early objectives as well. Setup was beautiful. DK now trying to climb back through objective gain. That bot lane turret going down, but meanwhile, what does it cost? Top turret and all its entirety of plates with mid as well. Inners both going down. AG.AL getting a storm of gold as they run through approaching the base.
Top lane, mid lane, both tier 2s gone for AG.AL. Only one outer tower.
Next wave coming in. Baron for another minute 15. This aggression won't stop. DK might have to make a move, but Scatter the Weak is not bad here on the Tarzan. Solar Flare now thrown out with True Shot Barrage dodge. Tarzan for the flash, Vault Breaker in, cease and desist. Rooted down, Smash can't play. Petrifying Gaze might miss, but it might not matter. Scatter the Weak came through and look, Flandre's in the middle taking no damage. Where is it? Showmaker needs to land every single thing, and Shadow Dash connects yet again onto Chris. Scatter the Weak is good with the pillar as well. Tarzan jumps back in, Vault Breaker doesn't connect, but neither does Petrifying Gaze. Probably saves the life, saves the game of DK, but for how much longer? Baron doing all the work. Nexus turret under threat. AG.AL take another body in career. Shadow Dash forward. Shanks jumping in behind enemy line. Showmaker gets his unleashed power, but Hope jumps forward. There's no more fuel in the tank. DK have been taken down, and AG.AL stands strong in their first game of EWC 26.
Absolutely beautiful team fights from AG.AL. That's what made them dominant last year in the LPL. That's what made them dominant in EWC last year as well.